exhibit in Manhattan, in Tribeca, and we're here with the lovely Vernell. How are you?
I am great. I'm very excited.
Good. Congratulations on your exhibit tonight.
Thank you.
So, for those who don't know, Mrs. Black is also someone I've done an article on in the past. We did an interview for
New York Miss Amazing.
New York Miss Amazing. Thank you. And we're here tonight. We were invited by Mrs. Black to see her exhibit this evening in The Art is the Cure. So could you tell us a little bit about Art is the Cure? Do you know much about the exhibit that you're participating in tonight?
The purpose of this, the purpose of this, exhibit, it was since late summer when the estate allowed galleries and museums to reopen. The organization called Start Show they give artists an opportunity to display their work at the art gallery, and it's also for sale.
Okay. So now, very quickly, you pointed out that you found this on Instagram. Is that correct?
Yes.
To participate in it, and a colleague, another artist, let you know about the exhibit because they were going to participate in it last year. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
That I first found out about the Start Show last year when I went to a college's art exhibit. It was titled the 20s Art Show. It was for artists that are in their 20s. When I first saw the exhibit, I said, "Wow, this is a great opportunity for the emerging artists to show themselves." So I just said to myself, in the future, I would like to participate in it in the future. And then next year there is this pandemic going on, so everything was canceled. It was until this summer that they posted out information about their upcoming exhibit in the fall. Since the galleries opened back, and I said, yes, this is a great opportunity for me to actually show my work. This is a perfect example of turning lemons into lemonade.
I like that. That might have to be our quote for today.
Yes.
You know, I like to always have a quote at the end. Something else I wanted to ask you about, the name of the exhibit is Art is the Cure. Is this a form of therapy? Because I've met quite a few people, a couple of people with disabilities who are also participating. I had the pleasure of meeting someone named Nairi, who is a mouth painter, as well as Annie, who is a mouth painter. And it seems as though they both used it as an outlet for therapeutic purposes. And as I walked around, a few of the other artists were expressing some of the same views. Is that also part of the exhibit?
Yes.
Okay.
Art as a whole, it is therapeutic, because what I love about art is that there's no dark art in art, there's no judgment in art.
Yes.
This is also one of the great ways to to express your self, wherein also society that certain groups of people they tend to be ignored. Samples of people with disabilities, or people with mental illness, or people that are shy or introverted. This is their chance to shine.
Yes. And so, as I mentioned, I met with two young ladies who are mouth painters. Art here is not just defined as painting, because your exhibit is photos, right?
Yes.
For those of you who don't remember, in our last interview, Vernell introduced her book. It's a photography book.
Yes.
And she had some pieces that she walked around and took pictures of architecture. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you had a few pictures here tonight. You want to tell us a little bit about the pictures you had on display tonight?
With my pictures, it is mostly architecture, since I love architecture and nature.
Yes.
And with this time, that I decided to put out a couple of my portraits, because I'm usually me in portraits. I can do portraits, but I'm iffy about it because of people. And you know, and people sometimes could be judgmental, and it's a lot.
Right.
It's a lot with people, but what I learned with time is that people could be on art. It's a different story on its own, and those are models that I took photos of.
Yes, you used people, and you had nature, and you had architecture.
Yes.
You had all three in your exhibit today. Okay.
With those are two people that I know them very, very well, and with them for a while that they tend to be self-conscious and their confidence was low. It was until that I met them and we get to know each other, and I took pictures of them. This is when they choose to shine. They just shine in their own image, and since then they just realize how that they are way more than they think they are.
Yeah. Is there any painting here in particular, or part of the exhibit here, that stands out the most for you?
There are ones that stand out for me. I have a couple of them.
Okay.
There are a set of paintings by it was by one of them that paints by the mouth. How she draws it's just wonderful that she just used that she couldn't use her hands, that she found another way of painting.
Yes.
Which I love.
I was equally impressed with her work. I was. Very beautiful work.
It is.
And very detailed.
Yes. Very
detailed in your work. And you said there was another one?
There is another one I like. It is from one of the curators that he did drawings while he is in the subway.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That I just read his drawing books, and it's very interesting. It is interesting to me that you could tell a story just by staring at people in the subway.
And it's probably it's catching people sort of vulnerable because they don't really expect to be photographed or drawn or, in the middle of a thought. So yeah, I can understand that. And I see all of the artists tonight have the mask on that say artists.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yes. This is a very nice.
Very nice. And so yes, I just wanted to share there's social distancing and everyone has on masks tonight at the event. And not all of the artists are here. They had to come, at different times. So I didn't have an opportunity to meet all of the artists, but I did have an opportunity to look at everybody's artwork tonight. So was there anything else you wanted to share about the event tonight? The camaraderie, the ability to share with your colleagues in the arts. Did you feel anything in particular? Were there any thoughts?
The most that I say that I can say that I just feel happy that I could actually I can actually do a goal that I have for this year, which to go to more exhibits.
Okay, I like that.
At least even though even though it is more than half of this year. At least for me, it is from a start, and I am fortunate that and I'm also fortunate that people in the state actually follow rules. Once you follow the rules, with this pandemic, this is the People's Award.
Okay.
That you could go to a gallery, you could go to a museum, but you just have to follow rules.
Okay, I like that. So now, the one thing I wanted to ask you about, do you think that the pandemic created an environment for people to be more creative?
I think so.
Because they have more time at home, more time to get in their thoughts, more time to get into their art, and the need for therapy, I think, is beneficial as well.
It is.
So I was wondering, if you had an opinion about that. Has it been instrumental for you in being a little more creative?
Yes.
Okay. Can you give us a couple of examples of how you were a little more creative in the pandemic?
That I know how to use film photography and digital.
Okay.
But I've been doing film for a long time. So I didn't have the chance to go back to the films and see what kind of pictures that I really have. So with the quarantine and plus I'm having a film scanner for my birthday.
Okay.
So I'm actually have the time to scan every single photo. And I just realized how many wonderful pictures that I have.
Okay.
But it's hidden because it's not digital. It was on a negative. So with that, I can now just scan them into my laptop and make them digital, and I can use those for my future exhibits, and I can create more books.
Yes. Very nice. I'm really glad to hear that. I'm glad that it gave you the time and opportunity to be a little more creative.
Yes. And another thing too, since at the time it was more empty, I can now go out there and take the pictures that I really want to take
Okay.
without being bombarded.
No interruptions, less traffic, less movement
Yes.
around, better opportunity to kind of expose areas that you may have always wanted to have access to or take pictures of. You know, that's cool. That's cool.
Another example is when I went to Times Square and the High Line, since it's more empty, that I see way less tourists and I see more artists. That is a big change. I see, wow, I see a lot of models and photographers, or I see photographers taking out actually focus on doing their pictures, and I see painters too.
That's interesting. You're seeing more creators out there.
Yes.
And more creatives. Very nice. Very nice. So for now we're inside Artist the Cure, and this is your exhibit. So you're going to walk us through, tell us the names of your paintings and a brief description about what you have here. So let's start with this one.
These are a couple of my portraits. The title of this one is Elegance. The second one is Seeking Oneself.
Okay.
And this is the architecture and nature.
Okay.
Combining architecture.
Yes.
The one on the left is called Summer Evening because of the beautiful sunset of the summer.
Okay.
And this one is called Nature. This is one of my popular photographs from everybody.
Okay. Okay.
And these at the bottom, so other.
Let's start with this one.
This is the I call this one the Silver Frosty.
Okay.
And with this when I took this picture, they were fighting for years to keep the building.
Okay. Okay.
They were fighting to preserve the building, but unfortunately it didn't go through.
Okay.
So when I took this picture, I took it not long before they knocked it down to a real condo.
Okay.
And here is a smaller version of the canvas. The same basic sequence.
Okay.
And also,
And here's another one of it.
yes, smaller size.
Yes. Okay.
And this one is a pathway. This picture is the pathway. This is also one of my favorite pictures. This is a photo of the Hellgate Bridge.
Okay.
Another unpopular picture that a lot of people love. With this one, I call this renewal. It's the winter time and you see the little berries coming out.
Yes.
This is renewal.
And that's the elf.
Yes, the same old building. I make my pictures in different sizes.
Okay. Oh, here's a new one back here.
Yes, this is also another pathway picture. I just love pathways and paths because to me, in a pathway there is never a straight road. There is always curves and bumps and hurdles that will always lead you to your goal. That's why I love pathways in different forms.
Do you like the mystery in pathways?
Yes.
Because you really don't know what to expect either.
Yes.
Okay, and you have this one.
This is another summer sunset picture. I love sunsets. Each day a sunset is always different. For example, these two are both sunsets, but it's a different outcome.
Right.
And I love this picture. It's my favorite one. photograph.
I like the color inside the water.
Yes, it's a beautiful blue.
Well, thank you very much. I hope I didn't take them out of order in any way.
Good. Oh, and here is my book,
Okay.
The Transformations of New York City. Everything I have here, it is for sale.
And for those who remember in the interviews we did, you presented the book and you talked a lot about the details of the book and the pictures that you've taken, both past and present.
Yes.
And again, we'll share her information so you can have access to moving more towards becoming one of her patrons. Well, thank you, Vernell, for sharing your artwork today. Thank you, Vernell, for joining us today, and thank you for inviting the Interconnections Network to the exhibit tonight, Art for the Cure. Right? Art is the cure.
You are welcome. And it's an honor, pleasure.
Thank you. In closing, I always use a quote at the end. I thought it fitting to use Langston Hughes. And the quote is, I have discovered in life that there are ways of getting almost anywhere you want to go if you really want to go. Thank you again for joining us at the Interconnections Network. Be well.